Hi and welcome to our in-depth analysis of the DSP Multicap Fund. In this video, we'll be analyzing the DSP Multicap Fund, a mutual fund scheme launched by DSP Mutual Fund. We'll cover everything you need to know to make informed decisions, including basic details about the fund, classification and portfolio structure, fund managers, investment details, fund's performance, risk factors and the tax implications on earnings from the DSP Multicap Fund. Let's start with the mutual fund analysis. But before that, let me introduce ourselves. We are PA Wealth, an investment services group. We offer stocks PMS, mutual funds, alternative investment funds, insurance, and startup investments. Every week, we upload research videos on different companies, mutual funds, and financial topics. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest trends and insights by subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell icon to get notified about potential multi-bagger stocks. Let's start with the basic details. The DSP Multicap Fund is an open-ended equity scheme. It was launched on the 30th of January 2024 and manages assets worth approximately 948 crores. The net asset value as of the 15th of May 2024 stands at 10 rupees and 65 paise. Let's take a look at the classification portfolio of the fund. This fund falls into the equity category, and more specifically, it's classified as a multi-cap fund. This means the fund invests at least 25% in the category of stocks which are large cap, mid cap and small cap. First, let's look at the portfolio mix by market cap size. Regarding portfolio composition, large cap accounts for 37.7% of the total composition. Mid cap accounts for 31.3% of the total composition. At last, small cap accounts for 30.6% of the total composition of the fund. Second, the top 10 holdings of the fund. Here are the top 10 holdings of the DSP Multicap Fund, in which Polycab India, HDFC Bank and ITC are the top 3 holdings of its portfolio. Third, the top 10 sector exposures. The fund is exposed to various sectors. Here's a breakdown of its top 10 sector exposures, in which the fund has the highest exposure to industrial products, followed by banks and pharmaceuticals and biotechnology as the second highest and third highest exposures. Now, let's look at fund managers and their tenure of managing the scheme. The current fund managers are Chirag Dagli and Jay Kothari, who have been managing the scheme since January 2024. Chirag has a total work experience of over 20 years. He joined DSP Asset Managers in November 2020 as Vice President of Equity Team. Chirag has also worked with HDFC AMC Limited, Aviva Life Insurance, ICICI Securities, Infinity, Com Financial Services Limited, Global Markets, Deutsche Equities India Private Limited, Citigroup Global Markets India Private Limited and ICICI Securities. He is a chartered accountant and also holds a Bachelor of Commerce degree. Jay Kothari is Senior Vice President, Global Head of International Business and Lead Investment Strategist at DSP Asset Managers. He has been with the organization since May 2005 and with the equity investment team since 2011. He brings 19 years of experience across equities and global fundraising. He has an MBA in Finance from Mumbai University and a Bachelor of Management Studies in Finance from Mumbai University. Both fund managers have a strong track record of performance. Now, let's take a look at the investment details of the fund. The DSP Multicap Fund is a multi-cap mutual fund scheme with a minimum investment amount of 100 rupees for both lump sum and SEEP investments. There is no lock-in period for this fund, but an exit load of 1% is payable if units are redeemed or switched out before completing 12 months. Now, let's look at the returns generated by the fund. As you can see, the DSP Multicap Fund has outperformed the S&P BSE 500 index over the past 1 month and 3 months with 2.61% and 6.57% returns respectively. You can also see that the DSP Multicap has outperformed the average returns of this category. Now, let's look at the various risk factors associated with the fund. First, valuation measures. This shows that the DSP Multicap Fund has a lower standard deviation than the S&P BSE 500. The Sharpe ratio and Sortino ratio both show that the DSP Multicap Fund has a higher risk-adjusted return than the S&P BSE 500. Second, let's take a look at the top drawdowns. Here is the historical drawdown chart of the DSP Multicap Fund. It gives you insights into how the fund performed during market downturns. Now, let's move on to the investment objective. The scheme's investment objective is to seek to generate long-term capital appreciation from a portfolio of equity and equity-related securities across market capitalization. Now, let's take a look at the taxability of earnings. First, capital gains taxation. If the mutual fund units are sold after 1 year from the date of investment, gains up to Rs 1 lakh in a financial year are exempt from tax. Gains over rupees 1 lakh are taxed at the rate of 10%. If the mutual fund units are sold within 1 year from the date of investment, the entire amount of gain is taxed at the rate of 15%. No tax is to be paid as long as you continue to hold the units. Second, dividend taxation. Dividends are added to the income of the investors and taxed according to their respective tax slabs. If an investor's dividend income exceeds rupees 5,000 in a financial year, the fund house also deducts a TDS of 10%. That's all for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more research-based financial content and click the bell icon for potential multi-bagger stocks. In the comments below, let us know what topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. Thanks for watching.